Okay, so this one is at the request of somebody on my Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. They said, hey, can you make a lock-picking tutorial? Yeah, I can. So this is a medium difficulty lock. Every lock you come across is going to be a little bit different, and you'll have very easy, medium, hard. I think there might be very hard. Um, Essentially, you need to first have a lockpick on you. Um, and then you're gonna have to find something that's locked like this. You're gonna open it up and you're gonna get into this little screen here. By the way, Johnny just gifted a bunch of memberships over on YouTube. 10 gifted memberships on YouTube this morning. Thank you, Johnny Hansen. Appreciate it, man. You are the man, sir. Thank you so much. Um, so lockpicking essentially is you have X amount of lockpicks. In this case, we have 20 lockpicks. And then you'll see your lockpick level represented in the top right as I'm level 16. The higher your lockpicking level, the easier it is to pick locks, the less likely you are to break your picks. So essentially, the way this works is you're left. I'm playing on the controller. I'm not sure how this is on the mouse and keyboard, but regardless, the same rule applies. Um, this is your lockpick here. All right, it's going to start off in the default position here. The right thumbstick turns this other lockpick here. I'm going to go ahead and do a hard save here just in case. By the way, you can totally scum save before you pick locks so that if this is another trick that you could do because from what I've seen, the lockpick angle stays the same. It's not RNG like it is in other games. So since the lockpick angle stays the same, once you figure out the lockpick angle, if it took you 10 lockpicks and you broke 10 lockpicks to figure out the angle, you can always then go back to your save, reload that save, go to the angle that you know works, and do it and not break your lockpicks. That's one way of doing it as well if you are worried about lockpicks or if you don't have enough lockpicks. But what you're looking to do here is you're looking to turn the middle piece without breaking your lockpick. But you have to find the angle. You have to find the angle to allow this middle piece to turn all the way clockwise to the right. So if I try to turn this, and you're going to notice that once it gets to a point where it can't turn anymore, it's going to stop. The pick at the top will start to wobble, and then it'll eventually will snap if you're in the wrong position. Like that right there, it just snapped and broke. Now I have 19. So what we're looking to do is, well, if I know that it stops there, let's adjust the angle a little bit to the, nope, that's even worse. Left, nope, that's worse. Further right, oh, that got me quite a bit further. Let's try it a little bit further. Boom, we got it opened. Oh, I got a fireball potion out of that and some other stuff in here. So I got lockpicking out of that, and um, correct. As Sherrard says, the downside of scum saving is that the failures count as application of skill. So every time you do something in this game, it levels up your abilities. So if you're worried about leveling up the skill, you want to take those failures. The scum saving thing is more if you're really low on lockpicks and you really want to get something in their chest. Otherwise, I just eat the lockpicks because they're easy to come across, and then you can get skill ups along the way. So that is a quick and easy guide to lockpicking. Again, it's all about finding the angle of attack, and then adjusting the angle and then trying not to break too many lockpicks as you go along. The rule of thumb is that very easy. The lockpick will. Here, I'll reload real quick so I can explain this a little bit more visually. Um, the basic rule of thumb is that easy locks don't break your picks. Hard locks will break your picks almost instantly. So if you'll notice here, we're on a medium lock, and it allowed me to apply some tension to the lockpick as we were doing that. But I'll reload it so that I can show the visual here really quick. Oh, I gotta reload the other game because this was the one after I had already picked the lock. So hang on. Options. Load. Everything in this game is based on application of skills. So the more, if you want to level up your lockpick, you got to not be afraid to break lockpicks. Just go pick locks. Lots of luck. There's lots of locks in the game. My main character on the first playthrough was a thief character, so I went through a lot of lockpicks. All right. So application of force. Um, it took a moment. It was snap. Hard locks, it'll be instantly. Easy locks, you can apply even more pressure for a longer period of time, and some of that is based on your theft level as well. But going back to how we remember how I said if you know the angle of attack, you can immediately just put it at that angle and open it up. Um, Lockpicking is a great skill to have. You're going to be able to get past a lot of doors in dungeons, lots of doors in towns, and lots of chests with cool stuff in it. So, that's the quick and dirty guide to lockpicking in Tainted Grail of the Fall of Avalon. For more guides, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update, and check the playlist below if you're watching this on YouTube after the stream. For those of you who are on the stream, we're going to be continuing onwards, of course, right now.